I don't know why y'all always trying to drink so much before y'all eat.
These are those good old sandwiches. Bologna, mayo, sliced cheese, and some chips. I need a paper towel. I guess nobody heard me. Anyway, what's up, Rane gang? Yeah, I'm gonna eat. And I'm gonna talk. So, as of July 28th, 2023. I don't know if you can see that. As of July 28th, 2023, I am officially monetized on YouTube. Can you believe it? I'm officially monetized on YouTube. And as of August 21st, 2023, this is how much I have made. A whole $15.73 every single day. The amount jumps up, but like a few cents at a time. But do you understand how excited I am to have that little $15 in my account? I mean, well, technically you can't get it until you hit that $100 threshold on YouTube. So, may I have a paper towel, please? Thank you. But to see the amount go up every single day, I have been self-promoting myself, because nobody's gonna do it like I will. I don't have the money to pay somebody else to do it right now. And so I have 4,211 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you, sir. And on TikTok, I have just short of 369,000. Looks like I will be right back. My battery is flashing, so stay tuned. Yeah, my camera was about to die, so I have to change out the battery. Get you some water, sir. I'm actually in my office right now, and I have a cake fridge behind the curtain there, and that's where we keep all of our jug of water. It was not my plan to eat right now, because I do have another channel for that, but you know, it was dinner time. Yes, this is what we're having for dinner. My screen is a little dirty. That's better. I'm excited for this new journey. I got serious about YouTube maybe a couple years ago. I used to sit up and watch all these other YouTubers, whether it be mukbangs, prank channels, family channels, vlog channels, fashion, cakes, and I want to do it all. And so my page started to turn into just a cake decorating page, but there's so many facets to myself. And you hear people talk about you have to find your niche and then let your channel just be all about that. But you know, people that are creative and they just like to do a lot of different things, it's hard to just settle with just one thing. I mean, I'm a plus size girl and I love plus size fashion. I love cake decorating. I love eating. I love designing. I love crafting. Love Cricut. Love heat press t-shirts. All that. And it's like, instead of just putting videos up about me doing cake decorating alone, I want to do just cake decorating vlogs, because I don't have a studio. I'm doing this out of my house. My kids are always running around, you know, and I do a lot of my videos on TikTok Live. That's where a lot of my videos come from. And so instead of just having it be like a sort of professional cutting out, oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Instead of it just being just like an edited video of just the cake decorating, because people have been coming on my page and commenting saying that they don't want the video sped up. They want to hear me talk, because I talk about a lot of raunchy stuff. I don't want to say a filthy mouth, but I have a filthy brain. I have a filthy mind. And it usually just comes out without me even, like, I have no filter. Not really. So it's just, instead of having just like these cake decorating only channel, I'm gonna turn it into more of a vlog. You know, you're gonna see all the behind the scenes, and you'll see me having to fuss at the kids, or you'll see us laughing. This is all the while I am working on my cake orders. And at some point, I don't want to do cakes for the public anymore. I want to be able to, now I want to say that my real passion is doing cakes for fun, because I want to get back to the fun things about cake decorating. Now, I initially, you know, I never told my story. I told my story on TikTok Live and such, but let's just go ahead and tell it here. And it's like I've never done like a get to know me video. And so I guess at some point we'll do a get to know me video. But like how I got into cake decorating, a whole nother story. And I have always been an artsy type of person. And I grew up wanting to be doing something with art. But what it was, I didn't know. I didn't know. And so one day, this was when I was in the 11th grade, and in order to make up projects or certain assignments, you have to stay after school to work on these projects. So this was like the home ec class. And so basically I just had to stay after school. I had to ice and decorate a 7-inch loaf cake. And it was like I didn't even have to think about it. It was just like, it was just something that just came natural. Mind you, I was only in the 11th grade. And the teacher was so impressed, which when I saw it, I just saw frosting and cake. But when the teacher saw it, she was like highly impressed, and I got an A+ on it. And I was just like, this is another form of art. I could really get down with this, you know? But when I say that that was the last time I had done, I had never even baked anything before, nothing. And then fast forward many years later, at this point I was living alone with my, I was living with my 2 little people, my son and my daughter. Excuse me. I had really no money to my name. I was only getting child support, and that child support would go towards trying to buy food or, you know, keep the lights on or anything. And I think I was only getting like $500 in child support at the time. And since I really didn't have any money to do anything fun for my kids, or, you know, it was just us 3, and we just stayed at home, watched TV or whatever. It was hard trying to find a job and trying to find childcare at the same time. So, what do you need? Okay. It was hard trying to find childcare and get a job, being a single parent. I know a lot of people do it, but, you know, I didn't want anybody watching my kids, because you can't, even back then, you still couldn't trust people. So the only thing that we did for fun was we would go to the library, to our local library. We'd get on the city bus, which was adventurous to them, you know. Get on the city bus, we go to our local library, public library, and we would read books. That's what we did for fun. So I'm not a reader. I'm like a watcher. I like to, it never left my brain that the cake decorating aspect of things was always very fresh. Right there, I was always thinking about it. So all the books that I would check out was cake decorating books. And so after months and months and months of me doing this, I was just like, I have no money coming in. I have all of these cake decorating books here with the recipes of anything that I'd want to do. Let me just try and bake something and just see what happens. So I spend a whole day baking cakes and pies and torts and cookies and cupcakes and anything that you can think of. I was baking it. Anything I could find in those books, I was baking it. And it just so happens that my mother decided to pull up to my house when I had a kitchen full of treats. She tried everything, and she just looked at me like, these are good enough to sell. You should try selling this stuff. And I was just like, are you sure people would actually want to buy from me? Like, I'm nobody. And she's just like, you know, you never know if you don't just, if you gotta try. You won't know unless you try. And that's what I did. I tried. And I started out at local churches. It was a couple churches that I was going to that I extended my services to. And I told them, whatever you want, $25. And to make $25 off of something that I created, I was like, these people are really, they're really noticing me. And I just was like, this is an incredible feeling. And this is the art that I needed in my life. And then at some point I found YouTube. Got on YouTube, started watching videos of just like basic stuff. And that's when I started to get into more of like the round cakes and, you know, whatever. I don't even think I even tried doing like really tiered cakes just yet. And I was starting to really venture out and do more, and I started to get a lot of traction with people knowing who I am, and a lot of people started putting orders in, and I was definitely feeling overwhelmed because I'm just like, you know, I can't believe people are actually seeking me out. And so it's this one lady that I came across. I'm not going to give any names because I'm just not going to. And so she's like, well, my son, this is the shirt that my son is going to be wearing for his birthday. Do you think you could make his cake in the shape of his shirt? And I said, well, I've never done anything like that before, but I'm definitely willing to try. And I tried, I did, and it looked just like his shirt. I was so proud of that. And apparently she was too, because she went on Facebook. This was in either 2010 or 2011. I want to say at the end of 2011. She goes on Facebook. This was without my knowledge. She went on Facebook. She made me a fan page, or like a business page on Facebook, and she gave me all the login information, and she posted that first picture of her son standing next to his cake, matching his shirt. And when I tell you, that account grew like overnight. It went crazy overnight. I honestly, besides myself and God giving me the talent and the knowledge and the want to, I owe her quite a bit of my success, because without that Facebook page, I mean, I don't know where I would have been today. But this was a one-time, this was the first time that this customer had met me, and this was the first time I had done a cake for this customer. And when I say I had orders rolling in back to back, I would have like 15-20 custom orders for a weekend. Not a week, in a 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was absolutely booked. And it was an amazing feeling that something that I created with my own hands, that someone would be willing to pay me for it. And here I am today, and to see some of my work, I sit back in awe of myself, because it's hard for me to even realize how good camera. I don't know why this camera does that. It just automatically shuts off after like 15-20 minutes. It just shuts off. But But like before then, it's like before I got as big as I am now, and I don't mean, you know, literally. I feel like God puts you in certain positions, in certain areas, in certain places for a reason. Because at the time when I was with my kid's father, we moved into a place together, the place where I discovered my talent, basically. We broke up. So when we broke up, obviously the money went with him. I was in child support, but when I tell you it wasn't enough to support us, you know, it wasn't enough to support us. And I mean, I'm not about to come on here and bash anybody, but like, I just thank God for putting me in that house, because I stayed there for 4 years, and I probably paid rent for about a year and a half worth. And the landlord never even suggested that I moved out. He never even tried to kick us out or anything. He just appreciated the fact that whenever I did have money, I gave him whatever I had. Sometimes it was $100, $200. You know, I never tried to run away and, you know, try to be shysty or anything. I just was always straight up with him, like, this is all I have. I don't have any help, you know. So, and I mean extra help outside of child support. And like I said, that wasn't enough to keep the lights on, keep a roof over our head. Like, it was enough. And my whole point is I thank God for putting us where he put us, in the position that he put us, because anybody would have put us out. They wouldn't have cared that I had 2 young kids. So I just thank God for putting me in that position and helping me to discover my talents. I have been doing this for a total of 18 years. Oh, it's been 18 years that I've been doing this. That's wild. And now I am on YouTube trying to make that a thing. So, if you want to continue follow my journeys, you know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification, you know, like, comment, all that good stuff. If not, I mean, hey, just hang out with your girl. Leave some comments of encouragement for others. All that good stuff, because we all just trying to survive, and we all trying to survive. Until next time. Bye.